Well, hello, everybody, and welcome to the Shoot for the Moon Dart Tournament here in Decatur, Alabama. William Stewart here, and man, I got to tell you, I'm ready for a good weekend of darts here in Alabama. So doing a little update here on Dart Connect. There we go. We got Melissa Wright taking on Stacy Tulloch here in this one. This should be an appetizing affair because Melissa and Stacy actually just got done playing each other in that USSDA final. If I'm not mistaken, Stacy taking the win there in that one. So this is a good place to start off for us as we get underway with our dart tournament. You may hear some commotion in the background. Oop, need to fix that, I guess. We'll do that route. You may hear some commotion in the background because, hey, there's a DJ in the hall tonight, so that's good. Why not a little bit of fun? Sorry, getting that update going so we can get properly underway, and I'll turn on some board sounds as well. There we go. All right. Yeah, I believe that was a, let me double check. I think it was a 2-0 win for Stacy, but it was a tight-knit affair there between her and Melissa. I think both averaging, 54 and 53 to get the job done. I think Melissa did just capitalize on that leg. Yep, 1-0 in her favor as we'll get underway. Yeah, this is a top 16 match. They started, not even 6:30. I think they started after that. I think they started more near the 6:45 range. So we let the first round get underway before kicking off our coverage here. And I thought, with this one being kind of a rematch per se, this is a good position to start in for the coverage. On the other side, I know we've got a couple ladies participating on board 19 as well. So our two boards is going to be board 18 and board 19 on Dart Connect. So if you are there, you can kind of stay with us and kind of know what's coming per se. But, hey, let us know where you're tuning in from, folks. I know there's a lot of action going on around the country, especially darts-wise. What do we got, five, 6 events? Yeah, I think 6 events, and a few of them streamed. I think Port City, Indiana State, Florida Open, and a few others. So, yeah, lots of action here this weekend, including the World Seniors overseas, but happy to have you here for the broadcast. Chattanooga, Tennessee for Jimmy Jones. Let us know if you can hear some of that commotion in the background. I'm sure you can hear it faintly, but hopefully it's not too overwhelming. Of course, this is 301 as you can see, so double in, double out. I always like a good kickoff of 301. Just kind of get you ready, get you amped up, ready to go. Ottawa, Ontario, Canada for Justin. As we'll have to make a little adjustment. I'm sure we're going to get a few of those board kicks this weekend. We are in a little bit of a tight haul, so keep that in mind. This isn't the only hall. We do have another little area with, I believe, 12 boards in it, if I'm not mistaken. So in all, I think we have 41 dartboards here at the Shoot for the Moon tournament. $25,000 up for grabs as well. So a hefty amount of money to be won. Let me go ahead and Jeremy saying yes. I'm guessing is that to the background noise. Let me go ahead and double check. Yeah, it's more noise than music. That's the more concerning thing is the music. Noise we can handle. That's part of the commotion per se. Is I am actually probably 15 feet from the finals area, so not too far away. And we do have a noise machine in between us and them, just to get a little kind of barrier there so they don't hear me. But yeah, you'll hear the noise. I just don't want any music. I should have kind of reiterated that, because music will get us, unfortunately, kind of killed on Facebook and probably on YouTube as well after a certain amount of time. Melissa looking at 1-3-4. She'll go up to the 20s here. Falls below, so yeah, sticks to it. Over to the 54. It's what she had in mind. Back to Stacy with a ton. Oh boy, double 10 inside, as even Melissa kind of wanted that one to go in. You can see, well, I don't know about want, but she kind of gritted her teeth as she thought that one was going to go in. 76 remaining. Trip 20, double 8. Oh, but you can't do that. 75. I don't mind that play. I've done that before, where you miss the fat one, go 25 bull, just to try to get it going. Me saying, hey, tell Joe Chaney good luck this weekend. We'll do. There's a few big names in the room. We've got Joe Chaney. We've got Larry Butler, Nick Lindberg, to name a few. Over on the female side, of course, Sandy Haas, Stacy Tolik. So some good shooters. Beth Schaefer as well. And fortunately can't put it in on the double 2. So back to Melissa. She's going to try to go 2-0 here. 14 for tops. She could go 18 for 36, although, it'll be 14 for tops. Oh, falls low. Double 10 it is. And it's just outside there. Looked promising, to be fair, but just didn't go in. So back to Stacy for the Madhouse. Needs this for 1-1, or she'll find herself out in the last 16. Oh, and it's into the neighboring bed. What a difficult dart there. We'll get a little side profile view of our finals area, brought to you by the Rocket City Dart Association. Inside there, back up to double 5. Quite. Fortunately, loser this match will not take home any prize money. Top 8 is where that will take effect. Trying to work her way in, and she does. That's not a bad work in, too. I always say, aim for the number on that first dart on double 1, just to give yourself some sort of marker. And if it floats in, it floats in. So go to Melissa, and we'll diddle once again. I'm telling you what, this DJ is playing some jams, though. Can't beat it when you got a little entertainment added to the tournament. A live DJ. A few tournaments do that. I think Oklahoma Throwdown brings in a few bands, which is really neat. To get a little bit of a show as well. Was attacking the double 16, trying to get in. She does with her second. And I don't mind the 19 play. It's an easy transition to go double 16 over the 19s. You see that a lot in soft tip on those 501 open in or double in, double out events. I should be honest, I do see it a decent amount here when we do get 301 events. It's not often we get 301 events, to be fair. Once again, though, attacking those 19s. Kind of a tough dart to work around that first one, but yeah, it proves that she couldn't do it. Or just unluckily couldn't do it, so 37 does pull her down to 193. Stacy still needed to get in here, so find something of value. I got to tell you, folks, this is going to go quick. No doubt in my mind. This one's going to be fast. So we're cruising and bruising on the men's side, cruising on the women's side. How about this? Prize money for this event alone is pretty nice. $600 for first on the men's side. Women's side is $420. That's a pretty good payday for just the kind of warm-up 301 singles. We've got a blind draw later on this evening. Granted, we won't be covering that. We'll kind of be just hanging out and what have you, but it does start at 8 o'clock, so if you're in the area, come on down. Get involved in that blind draw. Still got, 45 minutes before that takes place. Good turn there from Melissa. She pulls herself down to a 68 finish. Stacy not on a check, so really you need 2 triples. If not, go ahead and fill it up. Go ahead and fill it up. Oh, no, the neighbor. 135 is nice. That's still okay. 95 is okay. It leaves her the 160. Granted, it's not the easiest of checks, but it is a check. So if she gets a look, you never know. But if she gets a look, Melissa for 68, there's a beautiful dart in to the trip 20 over to double 4. Can she use that for a marker? No. Drops it into the single 4. So, Stacy, what do you say for the big 160? It will not go. There'll be no return of the Mac as the song plays on in the background. I had to add it in there, right? Had to add it in there. All right, Melissa down to double 2 to win 2-1. And she can't do. I guess she can be granted it's a bust rather than leaving herself on the Madhouse. It was a time where I preferred the Madhouse, to be honest, over the double 2, especially over that pesky double 3. Don't even get me started on that one. But down to 95, so go ahead and trip 19, or that route, I guess, to leave bull. Either way you want to go it. The bull is definitely the harder double to hit, but if you're not a fan of the 19s, I guess you can't blame her. Douglas. We're getting you in later, right? It's just me this weekend. We may try to virtually get a few people on, but yeah, just me. The commentary duties this week. And she pins it with the last. Good darts from Melissa Ryda. She's gonna get that, a little bit of redemption on Stacy after she pulled off the win in the USSDA event. So Melissa will advance into the top 8. As I'm going to just take a gander here. It looks like we got Samantha Richards, Laura Lynch, who's already into the top 8. Most of our other matches from there. Yeah, we got Danielle Kraft and Kelsey Hairston. That's a top 16 matchup on the women's side. And then we have some men's matches that are top 32 and top 64. So looks like we'll have another one. It looks like Clay's coming up here from the Nashville area, as that'll probably be our next one on the board. Give me a second. I'll go ahead and check and see, as he looks like he's, get the tablet ready. Yep, should have a match called there. So we'll get ready for that one, folks. Hang tight as we bring you this action from Decatur, Alabama, here at the DoubleTree on the riverfront. Got to say, folks, you're missing out if you're not here. We'll be right back. All right, I told you we're going to be rolling pretty quick here. That's exactly what we are doing, folks. Rolling on through this bracket as we get Clay Matson versus Travis Stacy here for our next match on the stream. Last 32 affair as we get underway. Does find it with the last dart there. Double 7 isn't in. Clay from the Nashville area. Not as familiar with Travis Stacy. So apologies for not knowing more information about him. If you could drop it in the chat, we appreciate it. Getting back to the chat here, it says, it's Milkman there. He is not. I haven't seen him, at least. Scott Wallison, hopefully I will be back 1 year. Good luck to everyone, and thanks for the streams. Thank you, Scott. Appreciate it, buddy. And I regret not talking to you more at EDC. I always feel like at these events I get kind of too much thrown at me, per se, and I get kind of worked up into the groove of things. So next time, buddy. Well, single 15. How about that? Almost pins the double 4, and not a bad round here. Now he's sitting on 12. But with Travis back at 180, no harm, no foul. Jeremy saying, where are you at? Well, I'm actually, this camera right here is actually in my little curtained area. So I'm not too far away. Like I said, I'm about 10, 15 feet maybe Probably about 15. Yeah, more like 15 to 20. Yeah. Probably 15 from them and 20 from the other board next to it. Does look like Clay gathers the leg. Yep, 1-0 lead in his favor. Looks like Clay did grab the diddle, so he will start us off here in leg number 2. Looking for a 2-0 if he can do it, and that is a great dart. What a turn. What a turn. Travis to put some pressure on, at least get in here, and he's not able to do it, so hefty advantage for Clay. Could have 3 turns, to be honest, before he needs to go out. Find out after this one from Travis. Just that first dart was, let's be fair, it really wasn't close to the target, but the next 2 were, so I definitely don't mind the switch there to a new one. But 301 is just one of those games, man. You got to find that in and really test those doubles early. Like Levi Cransel in the background there. Good to see him in attendance. Yeah, I love it. I love it. Oh, man, that could have been it. Would have been a great double-double look there from him. Fortunately, it's in the single one, so we will have to kind of get this to a checkout range. I like pins it. What a double. What an honest performance from Clay, to be fair. I mean, that was 58.26. It could have been better, of course, but, I mean, those doubles were hitting, especially in that last leg there. You saw double in, first start, double out. Pretty quick. So Clay will take the match and head to the top 16. So we look what we have for you here in just a moment. Nothing on our boards yet. Maybe a match there on the opposite side. Yeah, we'll keep an eye on that one. I think that is where we'll go next here. Looks like they may be just getting ready to participate. So I'll get everything set up for that match, folks, as we'll continue on with our 301 coverage. We should have a full weekend here. We got mixed doubles tomorrow morning, followed with a full day of 501. We got men's singles, ladies doubles, men's doubles, ladies singles, and then mixed triples to end us. So full day of action. Look at these payouts, too. I mean, $1,000 for first in the men's singles, 501 tomorrow, $700 for the ladies. That's a pretty good payday that someone's going to have. So we'll be right back, folks. Hang tight with more coverage of this Shoot for the Moon tournament. Well, I guess we won't go anywhere. How about that? They're getting ready to diddle, so we'll just go right on over there. Well, I guess I just lied to you, folks. My apologies. That is Brian Langley and I believe a newer player, Cameron Hall. I think this is one of his first events. He's got a tough competitor with Brian. Looks like they turned up the music on me. Uh-oh. Let me know if you can hear that or not. I know that we have the DJ in the background. I don't really want to interrupt him. He'll only be here for one night, and I'm probably not going to be streaming for too long tonight, as it looks like we're kind of rolling through things fairly quick. I'd imagine this will be a couple-hour stream, maybe. A little Friday night warm up. Is that too good of a marker? I believe so. And yeah, you can see him kind of shaking off those shoulders. I believe that's exactly what it was. Just a little bit too good of a marker. Get down on it. Come on now. Who doesn't like jamming while they're playing?
Jimmy Bowden, board 36. Chris Dempsey, Jimmy Bowden, board 36. Last call.
So I'll turn up my threshold. I may go a little bit quieter, folks. Just due to that music. I was on to saying, how do you like the blade at 6, Will Stewart? I like it. It's not a bad board at all. It gets dogged on a little bit, but I think it's probably one of the better boards out there right now. So that's just my take. Ryan, with a beautiful attempt there, going for the double 18. I fancy that double myself. Let's see if he can finish off this double 16 in quick form. And yep, is able to do so. So we'll go back to a diddle here. All right, just trying to check for myself, see where we're at level-wise. I think we're okay. So good in from Cameron as he finds his way with his first round. That's always helpful, isn't it? It's also always interesting to see, where people attack, what double they attack. And we're talking 501. I mean, you can only start on the you really want to start double 20, don't you? What double 20, double 17 are the only ones that can really produce the 9 darter, right? Granted, 301, 501, a little bit different. I mean, 200 points different, let's be honest. Yeah, it looks like he got a ton there. Leave himself a 161. Cameron needs this 86. Lazana said, might have to try one out, but I still have a new in the box 5. Hey, that's not bad. If you got a brand new board in the box, use it, man. Use it. I don't care if it's a 4 or 5. Yeah, well, the 4 you might want to hold on to. Let's be real. I do like the triple course because of the numbering. I'll say that the numbering is a nice little addition. I would prefer it to be white just for, eye-popping reasons, but hey, it's okay with me. 161 will not go for Langley, so back to Cameron to try to make this 1-1. Put one on the board and try to make your way into the last 16. Can't do it. This is a doable checkout from Brian, no doubt about it. He's a savvy vet, so 220s for tops or triple for double. No, he goes to 6. What are you doing? Take back the Savvy Vet comment. You should know better. I mean, I get it, and he hits it, but I'm not a fan of it. It gets the job done. I'll be honest, not a fan of it. I said that because the 220s leaves you a check at the tops. At least it leaves you a shot at the outside ring, I should say. 16s doesn't guarantee that. It was more leaves you a shot at the bowl potentially. So kind of a risky play there for Bryant to attack that there. Maybe he just had confidence in saying, I have the 1-0 lead. He's got a hit, and then we've got to go to the next one, and maybe I'll get it done. So, hey, whatever you fancy, Brian Langley's into the last 16, and so are we, I believe. Let me check out the scores from around the Dart Connect here. Yeah, a few more top 32s going on. We got Cindy Drosh and Ashley McCrae, top 8 match right now. Cindy up 1-0. Melissa Wright taking on Laura Usenbark. That is a 1-0 affair in the top 8 as well. So they're coming down to a finishing point for the ladies. And mostly, yeah, top 32. One match in the top 64. So, all right, we'll go over here, and we got somebody warming up. Looks like we got a board called on board number 18. So give us a moment. We'll have that one coming your way here in just a second, folks. Thanks for joining us. William Stewart of USA Darts. We'll continue this action in a moment.
Any of the players out there you kind of modelled your throw on, or did you just go with it?
Adrian Lewis was the one.
For a second 9-darter on the line!
Yeah, I know he throws quite differently, but the way he used to flick it and the rhythm, I think he used to show that when he used to bang in the 1As, I think that was really exciting for me to watch, and that was what I sort of based my throw on. I think that's why you see that little flick from me, was to try and get the dart to stick up and then land in the board like Adrian did.
Is there one certain way to grip a dart, or is there different variations?
No, I just think that everybody puts it in their hand and they just decide on how they're gonna grip it. I think Phil Taylor, he threw it completely different.
And he's done it!
I don't think there's anything that's a foregone conclusion the way you should hold the dart. I feel like it's just how it feels comfortable in your hand, to be fair.
What is the purpose of the Vertex stand? This product is made by Winmore, and they have solved 3 different problems. Number 1, when you don't want to permanently mount a dartboard. Number 2, when you can't drill into your walls. And number 3, when you want to travel with a dartboard. Not everyone wants a dartboard permanently mounted into a wall. Perhaps you just want to bust out the dartboard occasionally to entertain friends or family. The Vertex stand is perfect because you don't drill into the wall, you simply lean it against a flat surface. This is easily the most convenient product I've ever seen that you can set up or tear down super fast for portability. In minutes, you can have everything packed and ready to go with you for your next darts tournament or a friend's house or even camping. You can lean this bad boy up against a tree. On top of all of that, I love the idea of being able to easily travel with a dartboard. This thing is awesome. I was given it just to review, but believe me when I say it is not going back to A to Z Darts. They can try to pry it out of my hands.
right, quickly back underway once again. Got Roger Ramsey and Chip Pollard as Chip starts off pretty hot here. He'll leave himself 1-2-1 after 6. We have seen Chip on the stream a few times before. I think a few times at this event alone. Yeah, that's something I need to grab too, another chair, right? Got a few people popping in. Douglas. D. Michelle? Okay, I want to. D. McKelly? Yeah. D. McKelly. Okay, that's what I thought it was. I'll call you Dominic if you really want me to. Oh, that's funny. Yeah, I heard it because I was in production doing it. It was like, whatever. So yeah, we got an extra mic, so maybe we'll get some of the players in here this week. And I know I would like to get Larry in here. That would be pretty cool. Larry or Nick Lindbergh, Larry Butler, of course, but. Ramsey does find his way in. That's really the key here. You don't want to go no score. That always kind of kills the confidence for any legs after, but as long as you can kind of get in, it makes you feel a little bit better. Yeah, but Chip takes her out 1-0. Yeah, 25, and it's a difficult 25, but Ramsey puts one in himself. I always hate when it's right on top of that double. Just that flight in the way. The Darter says, would you guys stream on Phoenix soft tip boards? Yeah, of course. We have before. We do, actually. Team Dart, NBA Team Dart is when we stream those Phoenix boards usually. I believe Oklahoma Throwdown will be Phoenix boards as well. So actually that, Nick, I may need to get you some parts for that one, for that bad boy. Yeah, there you go. Ramsey finds it. A little bit of static going on in the background. I do apologize, guys. And the opposite for Ramsey. I mean, the last leg couldn't get in, finally did. But this one, wasted no time. Put himself down to a 154 range, and Pollard finding 80 there. Or, sorry, 60 there. That's even better. I was going to say 60's okay, but yeah, tons even better. Leave yourself at 54. A nice, easy two-darter for 1-1. 14 for tops, and there you go. A nice 11 dart leg for Roger Ramsey. I think he put it in the same place he did in the previous diddle. And look at Ramsey, just uses it as a kind of a marker. So Ramsey once again doing the double 11 as is in. And I think the reason why is you can miss up and down and be fine there. You can't miss left and right, but I see that I see that a little bit here in the 301 game where people will use the 14-11 or 8 or the 13-6-10 to try to get in. It's not necessarily the highest number that you're going to get in on, but if it works for you and you're finding yourself in on the first round, go so be it. What a turnaround. What a 177. I would like that too. Fantastic display here from Ramsey. Can he go in? Can he go out in 2? 10 for 32. Can't do it. That was a good marker too there on the second dart. But time is on his side right now with Chip back at 201. Granted, he can make it interesting, add a lot of pressure here. He's going to add some pressure. Look at this. Great shot for Pollard. But is it too little, too late? Ramsey back to double 16. Inside over to double 12. You can see he's not really pleased with it, but he pins it nonetheless. What a game there between these two gentlemen. Pretty good back and forth battle there. I want to say these guys are underway as well. We'll try to jump on over there and see. Nope, just warming up here, so we're going to let them warm up or finish warming up, and then we'll take it to it. They may be just in the game. I'm going to check that scoreboard and go out and see. But, hey, we'll be right back, folks, with more action from Shoot for the Moon. How about some more of this Luke Humphrey series that we're happy to bring you with the work that we're doing with Winmore Darts. So, yeah, good little kind of Darts 101 with Luke Humphreys, the current world #1. So we'll give you some more of those, and we'll be right back with some more action to conclude our coverage here on a Friday night in Decatur, Alabama.
Yeah, I think the most important thing at the start is the way you stand. I think it's really important with the way that you're sort of standing on the hockey. I think there's 2 ways you can stand. One is either front forward facing, or other professionals sort of put it at a 90-degree angle as well. And it's like how you stand to the board. So for me, I think when you're leaning in, it's important to sort of feel that you're 60-40 leaning forward rather than backwards, because there's a lot of players that sort of lean back and they throw their dart, and you're not getting that sort of that leverage. So it's important that I feel like you're standing forward at a 60-40, and then you've got that nice strong base to be able to throw your darts forward like that.
Let me tell you about A to Z Darts. We're a specialty dart store with over 10,000 different products. We create in-depth videos and blogs to help improve your game and showcase our products. We give helpful advice on how to practice darts, the fundamentals of form and mechanics, and how to make better decisions when purchasing your darting equipment. Whether you're brand new or a seasoned player, we try to provide fun and informative content. I'm Jen, the creative director for A to Z Darts. I've been playing for over 10 years, and I've traveled the world competing in and promoting the sport. This is Will. He runs our live streaming company, USA Darts, and travels the globe as well to broadcast major darting events and interview PDC players alike. You'll find over 2,000 different sets of darts on our website. Guessing right now you're pretty interested in our resources? Learn about form, throwing mechanics, practice routines, scoring and grouping, checkout methods, cricket strategy, and much more. Visit a-zdarts.com to take advantage of our blog or follow us on social media at azdarts today.
This game is going to be key. You can tell by the way they're scoring. There may be nothing in it. One man misses, does the other man get? Yes! Double 12! That is the most amazing lemonades you will ever see in your life! I can't stop! 12, and the 9 Dart King lands another one! Covered by Team Michael. Double 12 by Gerwin! Michael by Gerwin! Luke Humphries, the ascension is complete. Incredible stuff. The world number one is world champion.
We're going to talk about other players' techniques. I'm going to mention myself. Obviously, it's altered over time. Do you find yours has altered, or have you managed to stick to it to the same fundamentals throughout your career?
Yeah, I think there's quite a differentiate of the way I throw each week, to be honest. I think there's different grip patterns. One minute I hold it right on the tip of my finger, then I'll hold it in a little bit more, hold it back here. You know, it's all dependent on the grip of how I feel. Certain weeks I feel like it needs to be on the tip of my finger. The other week it feels like it needs to be on the inside. It's quite strange, but I feel like you adapt your throw all the time, and I think that happens to a lot of players as well. It's something that I don't know if my throw will change in another year, to be honest. I might hold it differently, but I certainly do change my grip patterns every week or so. It's just what I feel comfortable with.
In this video, I'll be going head-to-head against the entire staff in a thrilling best-of-3 match. But with a twist, we'll be relying on the Omni auto scoring system to keep track of the scores. How accurate is this thing? We threw nearly 1,000 darts to put the Omni cameras to the test. All right, double 4, here we go. No! Miles away. So far off. The Omni cameras are detecting exactly where the dart is landing on the board with instant recognition.
Hey, thanks for letting me win the last one.
You unleashed the beast. Of course, Nate, the experienced player, is not going down without a fight as he lands a precision double 7.
Yes, game shot and a match.
That's cool.
The score is being calculated for you in real time, plus the element of the darts caller from the app. They work together to provide such an elevated play experience.
Right, just checking out some stuff around the hall. It looks like we possibly are waiting on the women's finals, what it looks like potentially come over. So I think that's why we're getting a little bit of a lag here. I tried to join in on Jared Leedy's matchup because he's got a good one there on 24, but it doesn't look like that's a good view. So we'll go back to this board 20 matchup here and at least give you guys something to view while we're waiting. And that was kind of my whole idea behind that. So does look like Thomas did take the win there over Leedy. So yeah, it looks like we got a women's matchup coming on over to board 19. So I'll kind of keep an eye on that one, kind of get everything ready for it, and we'll just kind of keep it right here for right now as this last 16 battle. And I'll, like I said, I'll get everything ready for our women's matchup here, which will be top 4 or finals. So we'll be right back. Looks like we may have a re-diddle situation here, so works out perfectly in my favor as I'll get everything wrapped up here and ready to go. Make a little adjustment on that board there. There we go. Our board cam keeps getting kicked, and it's to be expected. I mean, like I said, it's a little bit tighter here in this room, but you got to work with the, the space that you've been given. Jeez, this is giving me a conniption here. All right, there we go. It'll do. It'll do. That's my take on it. As we'll get underway with the next matchup here. Melissa Wright, Misty Smith. We saw Melissa earlier. We mentioned, kind of some of the success that she's had on the weekend so far, winning the USSDA, taking second in the USSDA event. Kind of getting a little redemption on Stacy in that matchup. So she's going to be a tough competitor here this weekend, no doubt. Melissa from Huntsville, actually. I kind of went out there and asked her. I said, Melissa, where are you from? I don't think I've ever got that information. So, yeah, she's a local. And Misty is from Nashville, so not too far away. I think Nashville is hour and a half, 2 max, maybe less than that. Check the women's because it does look like we have, Cindy Droush was actually one of the, let me check, she is the tournament director. Yeah, her name is on the flyer. under tournament contacts, yeah. So good run for Cynthia. She's going to take first or second here in this one. She beat Laura Dinch 2-1 in that affair. Good find for Misty as she puts up a 95. Wants to know she's got to get in this round. She's going to make it interesting. Yeah, well off her target there. Dude, this DJ is just getting it. I'm digging it. Just all this house music. I don't know if I'm at a club or the dart tournament, folks. You can already see Misty is a fan of those 19s. And when she's hitting them like that, you can't really blame her for it, right? It's only 67 there, but as long as you're grabbing a triple, right? That's the key. As Melissa does get in. You can see it back there. Look at the girl in green. Look at the blonde. She's getting it too. Yeah. Come on now. I need to tell her, hey, keep dancing. All the viewers at home are liking it. Thank goodness I'm recording this too. Oh yeah. May see a clip of her later. Let's get you one triple. No, cannot find it. Only 25. That just gives way for Misty to. She doesn't even really have to take it out. She'll want to, of course. You want to get it done and dusted as soon as possible. 16 for double 16. Inside's a double 8. Oh, and it's a bust. Unfortunate for her. Like I said, no harm, no foul, as she's going to have a little bit of time on her hands. Well, Melissa's still back at 206. Looks like they're starting to call some blind draws. It is 8:05 local time. I'll say I probably could have got in that mix, but I would rather. Probably not a smart idea. Commitments is streaming, of course. Tops cannot go. Over to double 10. Inside by the wire width. As Melissa gets a look at the 111, and you got to be licking your chops for this opportunity. Single 19 leaves her 92. So trip 20. Oh, not able to find it. She'll probably stay. Nah, she did go over to the 12. Good switch. See her eyes fluctuate that much, so I figured, maybe she just stay. Try to bring it down to 52. Tough dart for Misty. She just can't capitalize on the double here, and it could cost her. Melissa now on a really achievable out. Should get 2 at it. Oh, if she goes bowl now, she'll get 2 at it. I highly don't anticipate her doing that. 10 for tops or 18. And no, she can't hit either. She goes into the single 6. That's a tough turn because you had to be, like I said, licking your chops, thinking, oh, man, I may steal this leg, and then you do that. It's not over yet. Misty's still got to find it. Single 1. For double 2. No. And she will be stuck on the madhouse. Difficult times here in our semifinal. 19 double 10. Oh, that's a beautiful marker. A beautiful marker. And she can't do it. She hits it on the other side of that marker. Now once again, go back to Missy, and once again, she cannot achieve the checkout. A series of unfortunate events here, and it's finally capitalized on by Melissa. Wow. Missy just ran out strong in that one. Melissa not able to get in, and she snuck it out in the long run. 1-0 advantage for Melissa. They're saying Dale. Looks like Dale Loudon, I believe it is a popular figure down here. Unless you mean Dale Earnhardt. Come on now. Hold them threes up. Switching it up, going double 10. A number she fancies for sure. Of course, you wouldn't aim at it unless you fancied it, right? Again, folks, thanks for joining us for our coverage here of the 35th annual Shoot for the Moon tournament here in Decatur, Alabama. Big shout out to some of the sponsors, of course, Winmore, Dark Connect, Digital Steel, the USSDA, and the ADO. Of course, the Rocket City Dart Association for bringing you this event. We'll bring up a little fun fact. They do have a Paralympic board here, so they accommodate sitting players as well, so wheelchair players, which is good to see. I think we've got one in the room. I don't know if we'll get it. We may get one more. I don't know if he's going to be. I think don't think he'll be coming down from Wisconsin this weekend, but could. We'll see. But it's good to have that accommodation. I think that we have a lot of, especially on the veterans front, that could really benefit from having a Paralympic accommodation at tournaments. Doesn't cost a lot to do. Isn't hard to do. I mean, you just get a portable stand or like a speaker stand and kind of makeshift one out of that to get that proper height. I think it's 4'6" from the bowl to the floor. 4'6" inches, so no different on the throw line. It's still 7'9"1/4, but a little differential on the height of the board. But yeah, no advantage. So slightly smaller to accommodate. 108, the look for Misty. Ed, yes, that's exactly what it is. That's a good one. 136 after that will not go. Bring it down, add some pressure. Ooh, hello, big kick there from somebody. Appreciate it. Like I said, we're going to get a few of those throughout the duration of our event, just with kind of how we're set up. I'm going to search for a couple, I guess, stanchions. That's what they call those little blockers, the tethered blockers, I should say. I shouldn't call them stanchions because we're used to stanchions being the dartboard stands, but need to block them off nonetheless. Ooh, well below her intended target of the double 20. And she messed around with it this last leg, and Melissa captured it. Can she do the same here? 102 needed. Don't mind the 20 route. I actually fancy a trip 16 there. In the situation of your opponent sitting on a one dart check, the trip 16, anything around there is going to leave you an out. Single 8, single 7, single 19, single 14 if you spray it really bad. So just kind of something I've learned throughout doing this, and that's kind of something I tend to go for. All right, back to Melissa. 48 in hand. 16 for double 16, 8 for tops. Looks like an 8. It is not quite in the triple. Take a closer look. Yep, it is a single 8, so up to tops. Oh. That was a big clink there. Go down to double 10 for Misty. Come on, Misty, put it in here. Make this 1-1. Ooh, no, can't do it. Just bust it up. No, she elects not to. She does leave the double 2. Is that her last starts in this event? I figured 19, but she'll go 7 for double 16. Either way there, she's fine. She probably just aimed at the wire and was okay with either one. And she can't do it. Rough stuff here in this one, as checkouts have been hard to come by. Just who's going to be the one to do it? As you can see, we got the Eagle, Larry Butler, making his attendance here. It'll be a strong one to beat this weekend, no doubt. Him and Nick Lindberg. That's probably where we'll be going next. This one just looked to start first, so that's where we started. As Misty does finally capture that leg to make it 1-1. We'll see the over on that other scoreboard. Yeah, just really starting out there. Yeah, 80 scored for Larry. We'll kind of keep it right here for a second as those ladies take a moment. I would switch over our boards and stuff, but I don't think that's necessary. These ladies should get underway here. Yep, Melissa looks like she's just about to step up and throw for this diddle. Just having a quick chat here. That Larry Butler match was quarterfinals, so they're coming down to a pretty good point as well. Let me check here on the men's side. Yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So it looks like we're still waiting on a couple matches in that top 16 range to finish up, but they'll probably be done by this one, by the end of this one. Just double check. Yeah, Brendan Sweetman and Chris Cargu is 0-0, and then Albert Droush and Clay Matson is 0-0 as well in the top 16. So that's happening on board 28 and board 34. So a little bit down the way. I won't be able to take a peek at those, but granted, banking on catching a little bit of Larry's match after this one, hopefully. Double 7 will work as an in. May not be the most charged in on points, but it'll work. At least get you in striking distance per se. Is 301 standard in U.S. Steel Tip, or is it just for speed in an event like this? That's tough. I think this is more just a warm up. It's a way to get people in on a Friday and you know, have an event to kind of get you underway and get you going. You know, same with the blind draw. It's tough because here in the States we pack a ton of events in a weekend. I mean, overseas I think you play max 2 events in a day. I don't see many events that go over that. Here in the States, we try to 3, 4, sometimes even a 5th event, which is really bad. As in per gender, I should say. So you got, tomorrow for Saturday, you're going to have mixed doubles, men's singles, men's doubles, mixed triples. And then on the ladies' front, you ladies' doubles, ladies' singles, but still mixed doubles and mixed triples. So 4 events tomorrow to compete in that's a lot of darts. A lot of darts. Long day of darts. That's something I talked to James Beaton and a few other of the overseas England international players, even the Welsh players at the Las Vegas Open. That was kind of interesting to talk with them on that perspective and see where their stamina was at, how they felt, if they felt a little maybe exhausted. And all of them were pretty beat up. They not only were just from darts, but you're in Vegas as well and trying to enjoy that front. So 108 needed from Melissa. 16. Oh boy. Can she get it? She cannot. Just on the inside. It would have been a beauty check. Would have been a real beauty check. It's back to Missy, and this could be an excellent one. Oh, a wire width away from capitalizing and having a look at 36. So Melissa, double 8 for the win. And she pins it first dart. A little back and forth there, and I mean, of course, we had some troubles on the doubles, but that's part of the darts. Sometimes that legs and matches are going to go like that. So we're going to get squared away here for Larry, as he may have just done it there. I'm not sure. Nah, looks like not. So 1-1 here, and there we go. Of course, we're going to have those bumps and stuff, so apologies for having to make some adjustments in front of you, but that's part of it. Get our board mic turned on for them. I believe Larry will lead us off, and he's going to go tops and is in. Look at this start for Thomas. Good stuff, a good 120 opener for him. Larry will be under pressure early here. But maybe not so. I mean, 181, he knows, okay, chances are I'm going to leave a checkout opportunity, and he doesn't. Only 54 there, so now you're really feeling that pressure. What, Thomas, pretty salty little player here. I saw what he did versus Jared. Putting up good numbers here. Yeah, good dart there, Larry. Oh, but Thomas for double 16. Ooh, that's tough. He hits the double 7. It'll be double 9 to try to win the match here and a place in the semis. And he does exactly that. What a back and forth battle there in that leg. But Thomas gets the job done, puts out Larry the Eagle Butler, and will advance into the semis. Austin says, Thomas throws in the Chattanooga area. Great shot. Thank you for saying that, Austin Burns. Definitely appreciate that input from time to time, because it's hard for me to know everybody, especially when I go to some of these I shouldn't say local tournaments, because this is not technically a local tournament, but some of those local-ish players that maybe I don't see as often. I think this maybe seen Thomas once or twice, but I don't think we've ever had him on the stream, to be honest. But all right, we'll cruise along here. So look at our bracket. We got Dale Loudon and Brian Stewart on board 12. That is a top 8 match that just started. And it looks like that is our only match still in progress from the singles event, as we should have some more quarterfinals being called here in just a second. So 2 more quarterfinal matches coming your way, but before that one, we're going to have our women's finals. You see Cindy there warming up. As that will be our next one up for you guys, is that women's final. So Cindy will wait for her opponent, Melissa Wright, and we'll bring you that coverage here in just a moment. Folks, a little reminder, if you want to check out our live stream schedule and so much more, usadarts.live is where you can do that at. We got some of the events we're going to be broadcasting your way this year. So we got a good amount, no lie. It's going to be interesting, to say the least, how we manage it, but we're going to be doing it. That's for sure. All right, hang tight. We'll be right back with your women's final. Cindy Drouse and Melissa here in just a second. We'll be right back. Alrighty, finals time here at Shoot for the Moon in Decatur, Alabama. We got Melissa Wright taking on Cindy Drog here in this one. Anticipating a pretty good battle here. Melissa's going to be a tough competitor. We've seen that she can put up some pretty good numbers, but then again, Cindy can get this job done, and it'll be a good win for her, especially at her home tournament as well. But then again, you could consider that home tournament for both of these players, as Melissa and Cindy are from the area. And that's a great shot from Cindy. This is just a first to two-leg battle, like we've seen throughout our coverage so far. We're saying just kind of a quick event to get you warmed up for the weekend. I love a good 301. I've been seeing a lot of the one and done 301s, which man, that gets crazy. Woo, that'd be really difficult. You feel pressure from right off the rip, you know. You got to get in. If you don't, you're gonna suffer. Melissa kind of having to just take a moment there, not satisfied with that second dart. Wanted a little bit more. Can't blame her. 79 there. So kind of keep her within reaching distance of Cindy, but yeah, big drop there for Cindy. Unfortunate. It's going to leave her 109. Probably should have went the trip 18 with the last there, but that 20 will work as she leaves herself 70. I did go out there and tell the blonde in the green, I said, be prepared. If you keep dancing like that, there's going to be some clips coming out of you. And she said, oh, they can see me? I said, oh, yeah, we can see every move you're making right now. Melissa, single 19 for bowl. She's got to take the look. And she almost pins it. What a shot there for Melissa. Back to Cindy, see how she goes about this. 18's probably. That's what she wanted. Now you got to go 19 bowl. You have to here. If you hit 57, great. Oh, okay. Okay, so that's 51. 52 on the board, so that leaves you double 9. Just making sure. Oh, floats it inside. She kind of got lucky there hitting that triple. She wouldn't have had a look at the bull if she just hit the single. I mean, that's kind of the detriment of going that route, but 9 for double 8. Inside there for Melissa. It'll go back to Cindy. Single 1 for double 4 is what I imagine. It's exactly the way she's going at it. Give yourself the maximum amount of opportunities, per se, unless you do that. You can't do that. That's a great marker. Can she utilize it? Oh, man. That flight may be in the way now. And she can't hit. Back and forth we go. Tough darts here. Ashton, how's it going, buddy? Thanks for joining us. Did your dad win Indiana State today? Melissa pulls it off 1-0 in her favor here in this final. That is our semifinal of the men's event going on, or at least one semifinal of the men's. We're a little bit behind on the other side of the bracket. Kind of would have wished for a hold, but I totally understand with the blind draw right after this and probably everybody participating. So they'll look just to get through these ones and start off the tournament on a good note with some quick events. Justin Hightower, how's it going, buddy? Joining from Idaho. Appreciate that. I know you got a lot of options to view tonight, so we appreciate you being here for our coverage of this event. This is, I believe, our third year in a row covering the Shoot for the Moon. Always take good care of us here at the Riverfront Doubletree. Cindy is in, and now Melissa's in. Cindy will hope for, of course, this late to go her way to tie us up. Force a decider here in this final. But for grabs money-wise is going to be a whopping $420 for first, $300 for second. Not bad at all for just kind of a warm-up, get you started event. Dang, man, and the music, good music continues from this DJ. It wasn't me. Just a little Shaggy. Always treat you right. Only 25 there from Melissa, so kind of an opportunity here for Cindy, no doubt. At least another 20, yep. At least another 20 and captures that for 150 remaining. I believe she capitalized with that last one. Yeah, 95 there for Melissa. Just makes Cindy think a little bit, right? That's 76, so that'll leave 74. Trip 18. Yes! What a great shot from Cindy as she sets up a look at double 10 if she returns. I say if, because this could potentially go for Melissa. 54 for Bull. Not meant to be. All right, Cindy, put it on the board for 1-1. What do you say? Inching closer, not quite. Even Melissa has to go way over to check and see if that one went in or not. It'll be 85 remaining for her. 15. Oof. Tough dart. Just in the corner pocket of the neighboring bed. So it'll be 39 for tops or 57. Yeah, she elected for the 39 route. Remaining is 73 now. Yeah, all day 57 here for me. Yeah, that'd be my look is 57. Set up the double 8 if you get the return. To each their own. To each their own. Oh. Difficult turns here. Just a case of when will it happen? Who's going to put it in first? Yeah, Fat 19, 10 for tops. To double 5. If you're going to do it high. Yeah, I don't want to drop into the single. Melissa takes a quick swig before she tries to end this match here. Oh, man. Is it too good of a marker or a perfect marker? She floats it below, down to double 10 once again, or seems to be her favorite checkout. Just can't quite do it. Some tough darts being thrown here. And Cindy finally gets it in for 1-1. We'll go the distance here in our first final of the weekend, at least from a streaming side. As we'll diddle up once again. Have just a quick conversation and we'll take a closer look at that center bit there. Cindy will get the start. Just a reminder, you can stay up with the tournament, get match per match update, dart for dart update. You can check out leaderboards and more by heading on over to Dart Connect. That is a software that kind of keeps you in the mix on things. Oh my goodness, who is kicking our stuff? Looks like a couple guys that have no idea our camera is there, so apologies for that one as we'll make the adjustment. East Coast Online Darts League says, will you be streaming matches all weekend? Yes, we will be. We'll be streaming, granted, probably tomorrow morning for mixed doubles. We won't start right away. We usually take the first round, maybe 2 off, just to kind of let them get a little bit of a flow going for the weekend. So just kind of keep that in mind. Because we are just getting obliterated on our camera over there. I'm about to go out there and tell them, hey, get away from my camera. I'm going to go do that real quick.
Joseph Cheney, Roger Ramsey for the semifinals on board 18. Joseph Cheney, Roger Ramsey, semifinals, board 1-8. All right, got Billy Hobson, Tommy Robershaw, Shane Woods, Chris McCarr, board 10.
All right, sorry about that. Had to, at least didn't want it shaking the whole time. What a shot here. I mean, Cindy setting herself up for the win. Melissa finally gets in, but unfortunately, it seems like a little bit too late for me, but she's came back and won from a reasonable amount down. But you know, you got to kind of rely on your opponent to miss a few and give you the opportunity. That is a single 8, so we'll have to go another one. Okay, that won't work. That'll be 56 even, so that's a bust. Getting a little bit of time on her side, unless Melissa converts on a big one here, and looks like it. 114. How about a 133? Fantastic shot. Okay, 32 for 24. And she gets it. Cindy Druggy is your champion here of her own event. She's the tournament director and champion. She's going to take home a little bit of cash. What a shot. What a back and forth battle. I mean, obviously, average-wise, wasn't quite the best that we've seen, but it was worthy of a final here. So, yeah, congrats to Cindy. She's going to take home the win, and this made her tournament a little bit more interesting, didn't it? She's tournament director and champion of ladies singles 01. All right, it looks like next for us will be this matchup with Ramsey and Chainsaw, Joe Chaney. Good to see him in the mix this weekend, so they may just take a second here to get underway. That scoreline is wrong. I don't think they've started yet, so we'll wait for them to take the final few, probably just a second or two, and then we'll get underway. Jeremy says, what time will you be live Saturday and Sunday? I'm guessing tomorrow, 11:30 or 12 is when we'll be live Central Time. For Sunday, we actually have a youth adult event, so I'll at least put it on for them. I may not commentate for the first little half. I may just commentate the finals, but at least we'll have a little bit of action for you guys to view if you want to. So just kind of anticipate that one for the younger kids. And tune in and support too. That's a big deal. I know those kids will be a little bit nervous, a little bit shy, but hey, no better way to get involved, and why not broadcast it a little bit? So we'll do that one. Chainsaw finds his way in this first round. Do a quick little update. There we go. Did he not find his way in? I would have sworn that one was in, but who am I to know? They're the ones up there close to it, so nobody in first round. Trying to utilize this double 15 for Chainsaw. Does with his last, so in. That's what matters. Ramsey continues to use that double 11 for his in. It's not the most point value for you, but it'll work as an in. Thomas Baugh did get the victory in the other semifinal 2-1 over Brian Stewart. So he is our first finalist, and one of these two will play him in the finals. So who's it going to be? Let us know in the chat, folks. Throw some waves in there if you can, too. Like seeing who's joining us for our coverage today. Saw a little ton to bring it down to 139. Chaney got to at least come up with one triple here. One or two, right? There's the one he needed. Chaney needing the Shanghai here for 1-0. Oops, wrong board. My apologies. Been used to hitting that button in her last few matches. Keep it right here. I assume he'll go 20s. He should go 20s, and he does. Ooh, and a difficult 6, so up to double 4 and can't convert. Back to Cheney for 65. 25 for tops. I believe that's a little bit too much. No, what do I know? I'm obviously seeing stuff. I thought that was a double for sure, but no, it was a single 25 for tops, and he gets it. Cheney 1-0 up here. Getting deceived by the angle here, that kind of up-down angle that we're getting from our board camera. It's a little bit more difficult to see some of those angled shots. Also reminding us if Cheney wins, it'll be an all Chattanooga final. It'll be interesting to see if he can do so, but Ramsey's a tough competitor, man. He's been capitalizing on those ends pretty nicely. That triple 20 bet has been his friend so far. But we all know what Cheney's capable of doing. I mean, he's one of those guys that's been on the lakeside stage, and then you see it, a perfect end of a 160 for him to leave the 141. Cheney, what do you say? Give us one. Yeah, 1-2-1. So unless Roger can square this away, I think this is all Cheney's. He's throwing well here. Good to see Cheney back in some true form. Yeah, he's always hanging around, but to double 5, no, drops it, and yeah, I would bust that too. I would bust that up and force Ramsey to hit this 98 here. 54, can't convert, so, and misses the big number there on the 20. At least try to set himself up with a double when he returns, but is it inevitable that Cheney will take this leg on double 5? That is a difficult workaround, folks. Yeah, I knew that was just going to be a real tough one for him to grab. And look at it. I mean, Ramsey's got the shot here. Oh, you can't mess around with it, though. 15 for tops. Could have had two looks, and he only gets one. Oh, no. And Cheney, it was just a matter of time. It was just a matter of time. 2-1 for Joe Cheney. Or, sorry, 2-0 for Joe Cheney. He's looking really square for a 70-plus there in this matchup until a few missed doubles cost him. But, hey, a win's a win. He's in the finals. How about our prize money for this one? $600 for first. Second is $400. It's an all Chattanooga final here, folks. When we return, don't go anywhere. USA Darts coverage of the Shoot for the Moon Dart Tournament will continue here in just a moment with our men's final. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. righty, welcome back here. So we'll get underway with our final. It'll be Joe Cheney taking on Thomas Baugh here in this one, an all Chattanooga final here at Shoot for the Moon. Should be a good one between these two. Thomas, we've seen him put on a good display so far when we've seen him on the stream. See how he takes to this one between Joe Cheney. Joe's always going to be a tough competitor, and you see it right there with a nice 140. Putting pressure on real quick here in this one. Sitting on 127 after 6. Thomas, unfortunately, not able to find an in. And that probably going to cost him. Look at that move from Cheney going after that trip 9 for 27 to leave tops. Does he bring himself down, well, to that number, so gonna have numerous darts at it. It's just a matter of when he pins it for a 10-dart leg. Yeah, that one's kind of a bummer turn, but still, he knows time is on his side here, so just get it done, make it 1-0. Go into this next leg. And there it is for Cheney. 1-0. Go back to the cork, especially in this format. I like the cork every leg. It's just such a quick format. You could go alternate, but it's not bad to do the cork every leg. Thomas will start us off and does get in there. That's what he's been looking for. And in. The switch for Cheney wasn't really happy with that dart there, where the position was. Felt like maybe it was kind of just maybe going to block him a little bit. Anytime you feel blocked, it's better just to move, because your percentages of hitting that is definitely down. So give yourself a clean wedge to go at it. Yeah, it does hit the 36. Surprised he didn't switch out of the first one, but maybe felt like, hey, I have a little bit of room here. Why not? Thomas needs to attack. 65. It's not bad to leave yourself the 118. And it's better than the 123. So how about this for Thomas? Just to set himself up. We didn't have to go out there. Just leave yourself on 32 with Cheney back at 224. And make this 1-1. And there it is. We are 1-1. Last leg decider for the title here. Don't think that's going to do for Thomas. Cheney just puts it inside as he'll get the start here in our decider. Who do you got, folks? Who do you got? That'll certainly help. In first start. You got to go in first round, right? Surely. Especially here in this last legger. finding a great triple. Something to work off of. I believe that's only 81, though. Thought he could maybe clank another one in the triple bed. Yeah, 97 will keep him right in the mix of things. Yes, finds the double bit, or I should say the red bit. And let's see if he can do exactly what he did previously. 65, 25 for tops for the title. That is 18. And he can't do it, just over. Thomas attacked the 20s here. 2 20s for Bull. That's the way you got to do it, right? You got to do it that way. Bull for the win. Oh! Just missing. As Cheney does it for the title here. And men's singles 301. We're going to go grab a picture or two, and then we'll be right back. That was a good little matchup for these two gentlemen. A good way to kind of conclude our first day of coverage. So let me go grab some pictures. I'll be right back, folks. All righty, there you go. Joe Cheney taking the title here in the men's. Drog taking the title for the women. As that'll be our first event of our stream coverage here at Shoot for the Moon, the 35th annual Shoot for the Moon, brought to you by the Rocket City Dart Association. Thanks for joining us for tonight's coverage. I know it was a quick one, but we'll be back for more tomorrow. Expect the stream to go live about 11:30, 12 o'clock Central Time is what I assume, as we'll bring you some mixed doubles before getting into our men's doubles and ladies, or men's singles and ladies doubles action a little bit later. But we got a full day coming ahead, or coming to you tomorrow. Just tune in, USA Darts, whether it be Facebook or YouTube. You can watch the broadcast and enjoy. So thanks for joining me tonight, folks. I definitely appreciate it. William Stewart here of USA Darts. We'll bid you adieu. See you tomorrow.